Learning always proceeds from the known to the new. Good teaching recognizes and builds on this through scaffolding. A student learning new skills and concepts is like a carpenter building a house. In order to build the house safely and correctly, carpenters need to stand on scaffolding until they're ready to move on to the next stage of construction. The construction of learning starts from the ground up. The new is built on top of the known. In the learning environment, teachers provide scaffolding to support the construction of new learning for individual and groups of students. Scaffolding provides students with the just right supports they need to participate in learning, complete a challenging task, or learn a new concept. Scaffolding encourages students to continuously grow and develop to a level that is just above their current level. Scaffolding is a way to gradually shift the responsibility for learning from the teacher to the student and help learners become more independent. Scaffolding builds on the understanding that students learn in many ways, build new knowledge based on prior experiences and knowledge, and need to be supported in learning when they cannot achieve on their own. To plan just right scaffolding, teachers need to understand what an individual student or group of students can do independently. Effective scaffolded instruction starts with knowing students' strengths and needs, provides tailored assistance that is adjusted on an as-needed basis, controls for frustration and builds learner confidence, uses descriptive feedback so students understand what they are doing right and how they can do better. And just as it is for the carpenter moving through the stages of construction, as students' abilities in a particular area improve, scaffolds can be gradually reduced or removed. For students with learning difficulties, the intensity of scaffolding may change, but it may need to be ongoing so students can continue to actively participate in learning and move forward. When planning for scaffolded instruction, ask yourself, what does this student or group of students currently know, and what can they do? What do they need to know and be able to do? How big is the learning gap? What scaffolds will help them bridge this gap, but still keep the learning challenging? Common scaffolds for learning include tapping into or building background knowledge, modeling by the teacher or other students, guided practice, I do, you do. Prompts such as visual supports or step-by-step directions. Strategy instruction, use of graphic organizers. Technology can also provide flexible, unobtrusive scaffolds for learning. For example, for a student with reading difficulties, text-to-speech and having digital text read aloud might be the scaffold they need to access content for project work. This technology may be a scaffold some students use throughout their lives. For other students, such as a student learning English, text-to-speech might scaffold their learning until they develop stronger independent reading and language skills. To maximize student success, the use of any scaffold, including technology, must be combined with effective instruction. Instructional scaffolding is one way teachers can design learning environments that support the success of every student. For more information on supporting every student, visit the Alberta Education website.